That's the matrix on the space. It's showing clearly in this video from R. Peternell, The Moon is Your Worst Nightmare. You can see the tubing. And the face is all over. That's a space, that's not the moon on the ground. This is the moon down here. Down here, this white part, that's the moon surface on the horizon. And that's a space. That's what he discovered when he did a Photoshop, a reverse Photoshop. Look at the conduit, the tubes that they used to come in and out from one place to another. We had no idea or concept of as to how that works, how that can be possible, but I have found it on several NASA pictures and telescope images. Look at this face with the eyes right here. One eye is bigger than the other. I mean, this is a scary stuff because these entities control electromagnetism and they can be around you. You don't know. This is just incredible. But and those tubes right there, that's what they use to stick into that reality, the electromagnetic matrix. I have no idea any other name for that. It's like a matrix, but the horrendous images are everywhere. The diabolical image of them is everywhere. You can see it's all like demonic stuff. You can see all this. Look at that face. That cannot be a nice person or a nice entity. And they have several pair of eyes, all of them. Look at that thing right there. Ooh. But in every single structures on solid ground, they're just like that one. Several pair of eyes, and the face has different faces looking in other directions in the same head. Oh my God, this one is just, that's what's inside the Saturn hexagon. I'm gonna be posting that video soon. I got all this material that I recorded for the past 9 years. And I knew I was seeing something weird until this guy finally showed me what that was. So thank you, man, because this guy really, his work is just, that is the jewel, that's the truth of what's happening on the moon and around. It's the space in the solar system. All these pipes and tubings and stuff that just go into the moon, and it goes all around, and I'm pretty sure that goes into Earth. I've seen the bases under the ocean. We just cannot see it. NASA knows all of this. And there's all this monster on the surface, all these effigies and structures, this all reptilian looking thing. He shows
First
it
scratch
here.
marks, you know, from an old photo or something like that. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. Okay, what I wanted to show you real quick is
See in the
this
dark
long line
area how the
that comes, you can
tubes
see it curve down,
come
comes
from
all
the
the way down, all the way down, you know, and then it comes over and down. That's going to really trip you out when I show you what's going on, man. I got some
see
really
how
good
the
close
tubing
photos
goes
of that.
into
It's
the
just,
ground.
yeah, here we go. Okay, what we're seeing here again is, of course, the original image of the moon. I wanted to show you
That's
the
Apollo
colors that I
A
came across real quick.
image.
I'll be brief about this real quick. As I was going through my different colors and stuff.
And look, there's a face right there. That is a face right there, a nasty looking face. That's the eye, the other eye, but there's multiple faces there. This face has one eye here, another here, but then you have two, the eye is another eye here. This is a small face. It is just super complex. And it's all over the moon. It's just like that. And then you have this reptilian head right there. That one with the eyes on the side. You can see it with a telescope. None of these holes are cratered. These are all made, melted into the surface. Dr. Norman Berggren explains how they make those, how they melt how they do the holes, melting them with the high temperature from the electromagnetic vehicles. Just amazing how complex. We don't know nothing.
I came up with this.
That's
now,
the
that just really
avatar.
amazed me. This
They
lighter
show
part
all
is
the
like a
edges
double
of
immersion.
everything.
You'll notice I don't play with this big crater a whole lot. It's pretty much a pain in the butt. But you know, that means I was getting real close, you know. And along with that, I came across this here. You can tell how it's been blackened out all the way around the edges there. And that happens to be...
That's the cortex of this
little
moon
black
skin.
spot right here. And just one more.
And there's a hole
This
that
one here.
goes deep
You can
inside.
tell it's all
Those are
cut out.
tubings and
That is
structures.
this area right here. That's this here blackened area. Okay, well, I know that one there. Then as I was coming across the full moon right here, I was looking at this, and I noticed, this is the back side of it, by the way. I noticed...
No, that's the front.
See
You're
these
wrong.
little lines right in this area?
That's the only thing that
Well,
you're
check
wrong.
this out. Now, tell me, there's only one...
Look at the monster right there. Look at the eyes. Right there. And then there is a smaller head in the front, right there. Like a frog or a lizard or something. It's all over. It's just like that. And look, that chunk is missing there on the moon. What that is a huge face that stick out hundreds of miles out of the surface. You see all that gray area right there? Well, that's how NASA blocked out the images from the hyperspace, from the, how do you call that, the matrix. Because this is the image of a huge demonic looking entity. That's why that chunk is missing and it's blacked out. And the original image, all you see is a black, something black here. This is being blacked out. So is this one. You look, you study this picture, look, there is a monster right there showing clearly. An angry looking monster that has a smaller face. Look, this is a bigger monster and that's a smaller face monster with the eyes, the tip of the nose with a little monster right there, and the teeth. They're all made with buildings, and the buildings all are working buildings. That's not just a statue or cosmetic. All of that is working stuff. They just make their image into it. I know there's another image down there. Look, the two holes, the twin holes right there. And you see those twin holes everywhere. Nobody ever thought about why there's so many twin and triple and quadruple holes all over the moon surface. Until I saw this video right here, I didn't realize any of that. This guy opened my mind and my eyes really to all of this. And so I immediately went and reviewed all the images I have from other moons and planets, and I found the exact same thing. So the conclusion is this is a reptilian solar system. It's all built by them. Even Earth has the same exact images of eyes and stuff carved into the surface of the continents and under the ocean. You can see it on Google Earth.
Reason for this to happen, for them to shade a lighter shade, a darker shade, and a darker shade. They took the lighter shade out first, the second shade, and the third shade to darken things up. There's only one reason to do that, is to keep us from seeing what is sticking out of the moon. This is more proof.
Oh, the backside is filled with towers.
All right.
Millions
Well, I
of
know you're kind of
towers.
curious about the lines.
And all of these
that are on
are
this photo. You might still think
reptile
they're sketches,
heads,
but
all
we
these
can get
triangular
into
things. This guy just didn't enlarge
about
the image
what this
enough.
really is. You can tell, by looking at this image.
I'll show you that what I'm talking about. A reptile. Another refugee there with eyes, the same thing that you saw on the surface. You see it down here inside that hole that he was showing. And you can see their bodies and their faces down there. Look. Now, I don't know if they are that big. They cannot be that big. I don't know. Because these entities down there, or the statue, whatever, that's what they look to me like, but they are huge. You're talking quarter to a half a mile large. And I don't know if that is, but I know they're giants. They have very huge guys. Reptilian entities are huge. You can even see the muscles in the thigh. And that monster right there, you can see the muscle ribs. Look, those are the the thighs of this monster. And he's looking sideways, see how the eyes, the nose stick out like that. I think it's just a structure, but incredible work this guy did. Look at that, that is another monster right there. You can see the eyes and everything. So these two, what you can see in the dark, the other monsters right there, right in the dark. Okay, now I have the night, the night function. See, they look like dinosaurs. Well, this is what these are. And these tubings, they come from the outer space, what we call space. Now I know it's like a lattice, a matrix, and this tubing. Look at this monster with a long beak and the eye and the teeth showing and everything. A nasty looking monster. Now I know that when the full moon is, people go crazy because that's what's happening. They look at a crocodilian looking thing. And that's all in the dark, the dark part of the hole. I'm just using the night shot from the camera that enhance the darkness. That's why the white looks so bright. But this whole thing is covered with faces, this tubing. It's braided with faces all the way along.